Zio get me by to how dear now see my menu. There was some gonna walk a rare. Never your hand your blue. How dear now see a cartoon. Sazo mega ye blanco guadi. So eh, Kawaka kama mapanyo no consider. Bagumya botlana yeto dogenzi kewe. Tokeino sugu kuwa koe. Ao mamen. Budokeino sugu. Little man away, you were so this is away. Tokeino sugu kuwa koe. Ao tokeino sugu. Tomorrow. I know I woke up out of war. My way, I am waiting one word to get one to come back to you. My way, so yes, I do. The Equamonte one who I got me, no so a castle, no black hair, never walk a mouth. I was saying to her, I want to see why you took the my never really good. So scared of being here for a gazoo. Oh, I will not come over my mouth. Go ahead and see how many. How do I not see it ever good? Some yet. Maluo. No bon ça ça il go me na ça va tout après il te tout me faire manga wa kori de take bon bebe bo atene mo je yema se we wa pie ye so re to magasi ma u kana mu black ya mu ya ma wa kama ana ne re ye come so scared of being here for a gazoo. Oh, I will not come over my own. Go ahead and see how many. How do I not see it ever good? Some yet. Maluo. No bon ça ça il go me na ça va tout après il te tout me faire manga wa kori de take bon bebe bo atene mo je yema se we wa pie ye so re to magasi ma u kana mu black ya mu ya ma wa kama ana ne re ye Good evening, folks. Samson to La Public Radio. We're here again this evening. We want to thank all of you that are trooping in tonight, not trucking in
But trooping in, we want to thank you very much for joining us tonight. Our own brother is already in the bike way here. I think tonight's show is going to be rocky. Mr. Sherry is waiting. And Mr. Sherry, just give a few minutes here. Let's try to do our stuff around and we'll bring you in, please. Again, folks, Samson told Labrador Public Radio. I want to thank all of you again tonight for tuning in to Labrador Public Radio. We ask that you stay with us. Share this video. That's all we ask you to do. Share this video to as many brothers and sisters that will be able to join us here tonight and have this conversation. Please just click the share button and share to as many people as possible. We want to thank you very much. Victor, thank you for joining us this early as well. Safety, safety. Lord Jesus, we want to thank you again this evening. As we come before you, my Lord, whatever it is that we pray for, help us, guide us, give us long life. My Lord, thank you for the strength. My Lord, thank you for everything. Because of you, we are here. Without you, we see nothing. Because of your light, we see what is before us. Even if our eyes are open and the lights are shining all over, without your light, we see nothing. I want to thank you for that. I want to thank you tonight, my Lord, that we, as Liberians, are here to discuss about our country. Give us the strength, give us the courage, guide our tongue as we discuss in public, in this public manner, whatever it is on our mind about our country. We ask that the Republic of Liberia be blessed. We ask that the people of the Republic of Liberia be blessed. We ask that the President of the Republic of Liberia be blessed. Bless his hand, whatever he touches, in the interest of the Liberian people. Open the door, whichever door he knocks, in the interest of the Liberian people. We ask, my Lord, that you do that for us. Extend his life. My Lord, we ask that the host country, the United States of America, be blessed. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen. Okay, folks, let's go ahead. Let's go ahead. This show is not going to be an easy one, and I'm not going to hold back right away because this brother has joined us. Oh my goodness, my Prince Sherry, when people are coming, bring Prince Sherry. Oh, you will not blame me. Oh. This is not going to be easy tonight. Where my green beret? Where my United Party beret? Why I wear that one? Oh my goodness. Prince Sherry, even when I used to this, but we welcome you, my brother. We welcome you on a very serious note. We welcome you and say thank you for joining us tonight live. Again, folks, share this video, share it to as many people as possible. I was going to start my tabata, but I think with Mr. Sherry is already on board. I think I will put my tabata aside a little bit. Let's discuss issues of importance in the country. As I stated before, from this point on, every time that I come on, I will go back deep, deep, deep back into history and read some paper because I do have access to these documents. For example, I'm not going to read it tonight, but I'll just show you. Another rice increase. China will recommend high price for rice. March 31st, 1979. This document that I have in my hand was a document that was recommending the rice riot as it is now known. I will read it. But tonight I will read a letter at the end of the show. Mr. Sherry, thank you for joining us. We appreciate it. What's on your plate tonight? Why you usually you'll come in and then we bring you on phone and what have you. What's really holding your heart that you decide to join Labrador Public Radio tonight to have that discussion? Let's hear from you. Where you're muted. We're not hearing your mic. Okay, now I think I can
Hello?
hear you. Yes, we
You are
can hear
getting
you.
me now? Yeah.
Yes, yes.
Yeah. So, again, let me just start by saying thank you for giving us the opportunity to be here. And I think these are all important medium through which we can be able to help strengthen our democracy. You know, the United States of America play a very pivotal role in the history of Liberia, especially as it relates to our own politics. And those of us that are here in the US, when I mean the United States, we Liberians that are here in the US, we also play a pivotal role. And one of the role that we have been able to play is, informing our people back home relative to what is obtaining, because our people to some extent, they have some trust and confidence in us, and because of our proximity here, we also have some leverage to information. So when we speak, to some extent, we speak from an informed background. So we want to say thank you for giving us that opportunity that we can express ourselves. We also want to say thanks to His Excellency President Dr. George Manawia, that under his leadership we saw the proliferation of all of these different different social media, print, electronic media, where Liberians can express themselves void of being censored by other government or any institution. So I want to say thanks to His Excellency again. To the audience here on this platform, this is our platform. We see this place as a home, and whenever we come here, we are relaxed because we think here is where we share ideas, and we learn from each other. But there are several things on our mind. The first thing that we have on our mind
We
has
will
to do
we will
with,
we will come to that. You
sure.
are here for the full, I hope, for the full 2 hours
Yeah,
tonight.
definitely. We are here for the full
My
2 hours.
my Esther, one bottle of Tylenol is not going to be good for you tonight. Prince Johnson is here with Prince Sherry. Sorry, Prince Sherry is here with a liberal tonight, and the liberal is the master of Tabata. So please go back and bring in 2 bottles of Tylenol. Thank you, Prince, for joining us. We appreciate it. And I hope that as we go on to discuss, by this time, I'm not, I will jump over from an Empire State Building to make this statement without parachute that I believe you have a thick skin, and I believe these type of conversation you are quite prepared with respect to whatever that is going to be discussed. Nothing personal, it's all business, and I believe you understand that. But let's go ahead. Let's go ahead. So, what do you say is on your plate? Let's hear what's on your plate.
The
What
first
exactly
thing,
will you that you want to start with?
yeah, the first thing that on our plate has to do with the missing armed forces of Liberia personnel. As you may be aware, some months ago, uh, we reported a case of a missing armed forces of Liberia personnel, we say an AFL personnel, who got missing. And also, you are aware of the Bobby case, an AFL personnel who allegedly shot himself, according to the rescue mission, 6 times in his head in the EBK barracks. And these things are concerning, and also the localization of our government, where you see key areas of government have now been localized, or one would say, has been to some extent. Uh,
Easy lies.
Thank you very much. That is the word, has been gisialized. So we are concerned about these things, especially knowing where we are from as a people and as a nation is very concerning. And probably we're going to talk about, the political wish hunt by the government on key members of the opposition in the name of, arson case. And there are other few issues we're going to talk about here, but as they come, we are well prepared to be able to discuss this issue, and whatever issues that are on your plates, we'll also be able to
Thank you.
dive into it.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Very early in the day, very early on the show, Rescue 2, Rescue 1 is calling. Rescue 3, Rescue 1 is calling. Thank you, Mr. Sherry. Thank you on a very serious note. Thank you very much. Like I stated earlier, I think these type of conversations, they're very good to have with people like you that have a different mindset, not necessarily in a negative side, but we all have a place we want Liberia to go, but we have a different route each of us want to take. And you're on the other side, you have your own way of trying to see that this country go to that particular position, but with a different route. I, on the other hand, would say that route I'm not quite ready. But let me go a little bit into few of the things you stated here, that you are a very close representative of what? What are you close to? Information from where? Washington D.C.
Well, as you may be aware, we serve as the chairman of the DMV chapter. And the
Hmm.
DMV chapter comprises of three chapters.
Right,
The heated political chapter in the CDC USA or in the USA, that comprises of the Washington DC,
right.
that is the political capital, one would say, where decisions are made, Washington DC, and that of Maryland and Virginia. So we are clothed with several information, both from back home and from here, and also information from within. I mean, the rescue mission.
No,
So there are a lot of informations that we are clothed
okay,
with. Yeah.
okay. We'll here we'll do our best to push back those information that we have access to. If we need to disagree, we will say so. Those we don't have access to, we're not going to fool ourselves to pretend that we know when we know we don't know. And that's what I do here. When I know I don't have information, I'm not quite versed into anything. I'm not embarrassed to say I don't know. But let's move on here, Mr. Sherry. You're saying here, and those missing personnel that you mentioned, I will ask that I don't speak to that, even whatever information that I have, because these are lives, human lives, Liberians' lives. I am not going to sit here to speculate. I will let the Liberian government, as you were quite aware, the Liberian government is not a banana republic. This is a republic of Liberia. We have laws on the books. We have police personnel. We have people that carry out our laws in the country. So if anybody is missing in Liberia, I'm sure the police most likely will do an investigation if they are quite aware of it. And I'm not going to speak to that. I will let the police do their work, and then we can go from there. But let me go on politics side. We will discuss that. You also are suggesting that this unity party government have now gisialized. My word, I put that in there, but you say localized. This government, Mr. Sharif, I'm not going to sit here and start counting the amount of different personnel from other counties that are participating fully in this government. I'm not going to do that. But what I'm going to argue, and I'll be ridiculous on this one, the Lofians that are occupying. Let's assume I give you this. Let's assume that Lofa County has taken over the entire apparatus of the government of the Republic of Liberia. Is this your argument that these brothers and sisters from Lofa County are not qualified to participate fully in the government, or you're saying that perhaps the quota system that everybody in the whole world are trying to get rid of is what this president and this government is refusing to apply? What is your argument on this?
All right. So let me just be quick to provide this information to our.
Before you do that, let me bring in Terry. Terry, rescue tool. Thank you for listening. Because if I'm not careful tonight, Prince Sherry might take me to the clinic. Come and defend. Thank you, Terry. Let's hear from you, Prince.
Yeah. So let me just be quick to state here, and let me welcome my brother, uh, the Reverend Terry. Thank you so much for joining us. Pastor Collins, it's always a privilege for us to share the platform with you and many others. And we hope that the full team will be here because we come with the barrage of information to destabilize every other, kind of trenches that have been set up here on this platform by people who have paraded with mis and disinformation. So we are going to be dislodging people who have been doing these things, providing false information to our people. So welcome. So having said that, let me just provide the fact that I am from Grand Cape Mount County in Lofa, and I was born in Mosorado County. So I hold no particular, one would say, grudge against anyone from Lofa County who, is qualified to serve in this government. We have absolutely no hate against this individual. But let us look back, first of all. the 14 years of civil unrest. People say 14, I like to say more than that. Let us look at some of the root causes of why we went to war. We were made to understand by people like Madam Ellen Johnson Sirleaf and many others who were key financiers of the war. They made us to understand that nepotism, tribalism was one of the reasons why the war was necessary. And they pushed back against, quote unquote, by saying the government of the NDPL that was led by, the late president, the slain president, Samuel Kayando, that particular government was, being tribalized. He had his tribe man, his king man, a family member in there. And according to them, these were some of the reasons why he was leading the way he was leading, trying to put his people in key positions, and these people they were leading as if Liberia was for the people of, quote unquote, Grand Jida County, or for, the crowns. And because of that, they went all out among several reasons. And here in this United States where we find ourselves, they were able to rally resources among some Liberians, and then fast forward, carry war to Liberia. Madam Ellen Johnson Sirleaf is on record of saying that, she gave a donation to the NPFL as if the NPFL was a humanitarian organization. So this is not something that can be argued because the facts are out there. So these people took the war to Liberia that led to us losing almost about 300,000 innocent lives. Some of these people, they have never seen Monrovia. Some of these people have been in places like Genuine. They don't even know where Monrovia is or the executive mansion is. Some of them in Popa, some of them in Grand Jide, some of them in all the way in Belefasama and etc. They have never seen Liberia, but they were victim of the war. Fast forward. After the war, we saw a formation of a government of inclusion. And we want to say thanks to the United Nations, where we had the GMAP expert, we had UN coming in and etc. to ensure that we have a balanced government. And in that particular government, we saw to some extent where Madam Ellen Johnson Sirleaf became the first post-war, president of the Republic of Liberia. We saw people from different angles, becoming part of that particular government, giving a geographical balance to the government where we have people from different counties and etc. And we saw what happened, we led and, we moved on. Immediately, Madam Ellen Johnson Sirleaf left power. His Excellency President Dr. George Manneh Weah took over. And in fact, what we even saw was a visual display of democratic ingredients, where we have people coming from different areas of our geographic location. People from Grand Jide, people from Nimba, people from Lofa, and etc., becoming part of this government. To the extent, President, we are even simplify it by ensuring that we have people of the opposition, because President, we have believed that this is not about the CDC, but it's about Liberia. So if these people are competent and qualified and able to serve, even though they did not vote for me, even though they had different political perspective or political ideology, but we believe that this is about Liberia, so we must all serve. So we saw a government, first time in the history of the Republic of Liberia since the foundation of politics in Liberia, that we saw a proliferation of Liberians from different political parties, especially the opposition party, that on several occasions planned to take away the lives of President Weah. We saw these people involved in the government. They were part of the government and etc. Now, fast forward. Joseph Nyuma Boeka became president of the Republic of Liberia through a kind of Koyokaya clandestine means. But anyway, we say he is the president of the Republic of Liberia. When Mr. Boeka took over the presidency of the Republic of Liberia, we saw the same thing that we went to war for, Mr. So, and my dear Reverend Collins. The same thing that we said was a problem to us. We saw Mr. Boeka localizing and kissing the government, where we can now tell you that more than 59 key positions or key individuals, they are all from Lofa. They are all from the family belt of Mr. Boeka. So the names are here. As we go in this discussion, we'll be able to outline it.
thank you, Prince. And this is what you sedition are always very good at. I like to put your foot in your mouth, and I will help you to take your foot out of that mouth tonight, Prince Sharif. Yeah, it's what we're going to do for you. I ask you a simple question, and you decided now we're going to go back to history and try to bring in all of the other stuff. Very good, and you're very smart, you're very intelligent, you have the ability to do all of that. But let's do this. Let's do this, Prince. Let's do this. On a very serious note. One more. Let's try it again one more time. Are these brothers and sisters who the government of the Republic of Liberia, which is not a banana republic, but you claim now that they have now localized and gizellized the government, are these brothers and sisters not qualified? Second, if you agree that they are qualified, but yet still you're going to push this line you're pushing, which is inclusion. Is the inclusion process, is that constitutional? That the government of the Republic of Liberia are in violation of the constitution? Please, let's talk about that.
Thank you. As it relates to qualification, we should be asking the question also, are the people from, example, Grand Jida County, are they not also qualified to occupy this position that these people are occupying? Now, let's ask the question also, are the Madingos, who are also part of Lofa, are they not qualified to occupy these positions? Are they, maybe the Mendes, or we say the Bandis, and etc., are they not also qualified to occupy this position? So the issue is not just about qualification. Let's not be able to change the poll here. It's not about qualification. It's about an inclusion of every Liberian, every tribe in a government system. Now, you asked the question about the second issue about I'm sorry, please put me on track.
The second question,
Yeah.
what are the government,
Okay.
because
Yeah.
you're suggesting that the government is not being inclusive.
Yeah.
Are they in violation of the Constitution?
Definitely, we can say here the government is in violation of the Constitution. And the reason why we are saying it has a constitutional basis, as enshrined in our Constitution, there's the reason why the Constitution will always tell us that they do not allow, or the Constitution do not allow, the president and that of the vice president to come from the same county.
Okay.
Since Liberia was founded, we have never had a case where the president and the vice president coming from the same county. It has always been the president is from county A and the vice president is from county B.
So you're suggesting tonight that Lufa County and Nima County they have common border, and therefore the vice president from Nima County is now by extension from Lufa County. Is that what you're suggesting?
No, I am not. I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that. You ask about the constitutionality of these people. When I told you that the government has been localized, you ask whether there is anything in the constitution that forbid that. In other words, whether it is forbidding. So I'm just trying to give you, this particular analogy, that this is the reason why the constitution wants for the vice president and that of the president to come from different, region, or to come from different county, so that there can be inclusion. But in the case of what we are seeing, this is not what we are seeing. We are seeing that the government is dominated by one tribal group. That's what we are saying. So in our mind, based on the analogy that I gave, I think it's something that is very bad. And if care is not taken, we are gradually slipping into a mess.
Thank you, folks. Again, Samson told Labrador Public we have here tonight, Mr. Sherry, and also Collins. Well, I just threw a word out there to Sherry, being a sedition. I also want to demonstrate to all of you that he's ground completely. He is ground into things. He never even picked it up. He never even fussed about it. I just want to show you that we are here to discuss and nothing personal. And when I threw that word in there, he didn't even pick it up. I just want you to know that we are here to have a discussion. Let me bring in Moses. Moses, thank you for joining us. Terry, let's hear from you. What's on your plate? Terry Collins, what's on your plate?
Well, I think there are a lot Prince is saying, but there are also a lot going on in the country that I thought to look at. All right. And, some of those things I highlighted yesterday concerning the senator for Montserrat County. stating that we bringing back the thought process of the war and imposing it on the Nema people. I thought that he needs to apologize for that. And also, I listened to the finance minister today talking about 150 million. And I think he did very well today when he analyzed the budget. I expected him to have done that ever since, but again, the time is not late. He did very well, but something I wanted to understand. I think he made mention of $150 million budget that was actually designated for debt payment last year, and this payment was disbursed. So I wanted to know whether if those entities that the General Auditing Commission audited, were they on that domestic debt payroll? Did our government in 2024 pay these entities like the Finabono entity then that came lately? Did we pay these people? And if we did, we want to know. And whether if some of these entities still reflects in the domestic debt budget of 2026. So, but he clarified something very important when it comes to the budget for the MOS, the Minister of State for Presidential Affairs of 2025, 2024. And a fact checker went to check and found out that these entities received a huge amount of money, especially the Ministry of State last year, about $15 million, dollars. So I'm thinking, what are we really doing in the country with the monies that, and this, he was talking about this money ran from CDC government. This is the budget that they all working with. And I don't see anything wrong with it, not against the law. But why can't we cut down this budget? Because the Minister of State for Presidential Affairs is attached to the President's office. So $15 million in 1 year for that ministry, what are they really doing?
Thank you.
But that is the budget. He was talking about that.
Right.
There were no increment in salaries, but that was the budget that runs from the CDC government, previous government, and that is what running through. So I thought that we could use some of that money to either increase civil servant salary or divert it to something else that would be beneficial to the country. I thought that to put in there.
Thank you. I read that and I listened. I think when you come to explain being someone who supported this president, when these kinds of explanations are put in the public sphere, they need to do better than that. They cannot just give us one side and hoping that people will understand the past. They're going to have to do better than that.
Right.
And because if they don't, we're going to improvise. It might not be in the best interest of whatever it is they're trying to explain to us. Now, again, as a Liberian, it seemed to me this Unity Party government have refused to learn from the inept CDC government that was unable to explain to people exactly how and what was happening. Many things that people like me accuse CDC of. Those who think that are the same situation are improvised because they have so much gap in between that I have to come and explain to my audience. And as a result, most of my audience will say, okay, well, if CDC is not coming back to tell us it, then perhaps it is true. Now, am I making things up? No. But those are the same type of stuff. And now this Unity Party government seem to not understand that information is very important. Excuse me? What do you say?
I think Mr. Segbe is in the back. I think Mr. Segbe is in the back.
Okay. Yeah, I didn't even see that. Because I saw him turn his back, so I said I turn my back on Julian. Julian not coming. I can't turn his back on me there. I turn my back to my new name is Foya. My new name is Fire Wakai. So I'm not playing around. My new name, Fire Wakai. But let's go on. Let's go. Let's go. So I think Unity Party folks need to do better to explain. If not, we're going to improvise. Junior, Mr. Sibley, most people here forgive me. Me and myself grew up together pretty much. So, Mr. Sibley, what's on your plate? Good evening. Thank you for joining me. What's on your plate, sir?
Good evening, Mr. Sorry. It's good to see you.
Thank you.
And good to see Prince Sirleaf. For the first time, I'm actually putting a face to the name now.
Thank you, sir.
So it's nice to see you and meet you in this platform for the first time in person. I've heard you speak many times, but it's good to see you, sir. And of course, Rescue 2. How you doing, Reverend? You pray for me today?
Of course.
Okay. Well, what's on my plate is something that I started last night, but because I couldn't be on the show too long, it has to do with the appointment of officers, people in higher office in government in the Republic of Liberia. And we say mucky see, mucky do. And my think is that there has to be standards set for our people that are going to provide services to the public. And, you know, when I work in administration, one of the things that I anticipated or that happened on inauguration day of the new administration or on any new appointment is that the chief executive for that department or that office give something out that says the rules of the road. Anything you do impact the people you represent, the office you represent. So it's not the individual, it's the office that you need to look at, that you are placed in to serve. And I say this to say that this appointment that just happened, this recent confirmation, and with all the different videos coming up and people talking about apology, our people in Liberia need to begin to understand that many a times people can only say sorry so many times, but they will never change their spot. Peter Bala said the leopard can never change his spot because the snake stay low in the water and not going to alligator. So the person first impression, their first behavior will determine who they are. And this confirmation with this Fatima lady really bothered me as every time I watch a different video and a different statement and what have you. And I think the head of this administration, and I'm not saying Unity Party. I'm not going to put that on Unity Party because Unity Party did not do anything to elect this president. I will tell you that. Only quick. Listen, I will tell you that because I know. And there were people in the diaspora who really contributed to this cause and this administration. They need to get up and speak out when something is going wrong because they invested their funding, they invested their time promoting this administration into office. We need to speak out and let them know, and that's why we believe in his credo: think Liberia, love Liberia, and build Liberia.
Thank you, Mr. Silver. We'll come to that. Your stuff on the plate. We'll discuss that. So we have three items on the menu here tonight.
Thank you.
Let me go now. Mr. Sherry have brought something from his plate that he would like for us to ponder on, which is that he believes that this government of the Republic of Liberia has localized the government positions, gisialized the government position all over. And he's under the impression that Liberia's government should be inclusive because, according to him, that when the former president we was serving, people were criticizing him because he had inclusive platform, which many Liberians were occupying in the government. Now, Mr. Sherry, that just the wrap that I have on it. Let me go to Terry. Let him start on the conversation on that, and then we'll come back to you. Then we'll go to Moses. Mr. Terry Collins, do you have contribution to make on this conversation that Mr. Sherry has put forward for discussion?
Certainly, Mr. Certainly.
Let's hear from you.
Certainly. Lee Eugene Nangwe, former Minister of Information, was what? From the Southeast. Nathaniel Magay, former Minister of State. Seme Cyrilia Cephas, former Solicitor General, Chief of Prosecutor of Liberia. Bey Twagwe, former Managing Director of the National Port Authority. Mabutu Yimpa, former Minister of Public Works. Carl Fale,
where are they from?
Lieutenant of Grand Jida County.
Where are they from? Where these people, the people you name, the people you name, where they from? Bill Traore, I tell you
all from the Southeast.
I thought McGill was better man, better than Southeast now.
McGill is they all from the Southeast region. The mother come from, I know McGill's mother. His mother is from Bapolu County. The old man from Bapolu, I know her very well. But see the play McGill went to get his senatorial position. But anyway, so we got Philip, but then we also have a couple of people here. I know
let me push you a little bit now, Terry. I know exactly where you're going. I know exactly where you're going. Does it make it right? Does it make it right now what this government has done according to Mr. Sherry? Is it right?
Well, the government, we must look at it from the law perspective. I'm not against President. We are taking people from the Southeast either to become part and parcel of his government. But Mr. Sherry should not come here to make it look like to say President Boyka have gone against the law to employ people from Lofa County or from that particular region. All right. Even if that were possible, which I don't believe that what he's saying in totality is what appears. But even if it was so, the Constitution gave the president the power to appoint. That's what the Constitution says. So I don't know whether if he's okay, if you even say Magay is not from the Southeast, we agree. But there are many other people that came from the Southeast that was in the government that I can name here to you, more than 20% that were in permanent position in former President Weah government who was from the Southeast. Because Magay, I know him.
Let me hold you right there, Mr. Collins. Let me hold you there, Dr. Toto. I'm going to paste the link here, and only you that I will take. So let me paste it here, and then you can pick it from there, and hopefully you'll be able to join us. Yeah, it is. Right there is the link. You can just take that link, copy, and put it in your stuff. All right. Let's go ahead, Terry. Give us your. Go ahead and finish up so I can bring in Mr. Sigbe.
Yeah, so the Southeast, somebody say, the Southeast is not accounted. The Southeast is not accounted, but the Southeast is one group of people. That's one group of people from that side. And the country have different sides. So you can't just take one group of people from one side of the country because you know that this is where you're from, then you claim that you're being transparent and you're spreading it all over. No, that's not balanced. That's not fair. But in my opinion, it is not fair from a broader perspective for the both leadership if they are doing just that.
Thank you. We will not allow anybody from Australia to intervene or interfere into our conversation here tonight. Nobody from Australia is going to talk to us here tonight. We want to listen to anybody from Australia. Josh Wheeler, thank you for joining us. We appreciate it. Aaron Bruffler, thank you for joining. Terry, Mr. Sherry, before I go to Mr. Sigbe, Terry seemed to be arguing, same argument that I had here, which is we don't believe that the government is in a violation of the Constitution. Number one, to be inclusive, election matters. Elections are very important. So if you are unable to win an election and someone else win an election, They want to bring Samson to in and change his name to fire Buckeye. That's their problem. Let's hear from you. Then I can go to Mr. Sigbe. Let's hear from you.
Then it means that if you will use that analogy, then it means that you do not care about the signs and symptoms that we saw yesterday that took us to the war. It's like you are telling us, close your eyes on everything that happened that led us to the war. President, you get it. Take all, do whatever you want to do, lead however you want to lead, which I think is not the way you want to present this case because it is dangerous for any nation. But I'm listening to the Reverend making the analysis, and I want to say thanks to one of our trending, a commenter, the brother Lasana Fode. One thing we must understand, and there's the reason why we will continue to come out to debunk some of this misinformation. I am very sure that the Honorable Reverend is aware that the Southeast is not a county. We have counties within the Southeast. It's a region, like we have Western Liberia that comprises of Grand Cape Mount County, Bomi, Bapolu, and that of, portion of Lofa, and etc., etc. So for you to come here and present a picture as if the Southeast is a county, this is deception. This is unfair. You are feeding the, let me put it this way, but you are feeding the congregation with the wrong scripture and the wrong information. It is fair. It is unfair.
Thank you.
Angels that are responsible to disseminate the information from the most holy seat of God himself will not be excited with you. For you to come here and say that the Southeast, Magay is from Southeast, and the other person from Southeast, this is unfair. These are the kind of information that people trend with, and because yesterday we allowed these things to fly by, today it is taking residence. We have a calamity upon our head. Your information about Southeast, you must know that there are counties comprises of 6 counties in the Southeast, and in fact, the information that you are giving is even incorrect. Because these people that you name, all of them are not from the Southeast.
Thank you, Mr. Sherry. Thank you very much. Let me go on to Mr. Sikwe. I think, Mr. Sikwe, at this point, you perhaps get the base of our conversation here. Any contribution from you?
Well, before I say anything else, can I ask Mr. Sharif a question? Prince?
No direct question. This is a courthouse.
Well, I just want him to make clarity on something for me.
All right, go ahead.
Before my comment.
Seriously, go ahead.
Prince, you mentioned something about with the formation of an administration, especially this present administration, is creating some sense of danger. What do you mean when you say danger?
What do I mean when I talk about danger like what we are talking about, where you are trying to localize or kissy-lize the government? That is one. What do I mean when I talk about danger is looking at the Constitution and urinating on it on the broad street that talks about division of power, that there are 3 branches, and those 3 branches, they must work in conjunction to ensure that the government function properly. But what we are seeing is the president, Mr. Boeka, is trying to use his influence on all the other branches. You know of what happened in the lower house with the Honorable Fonati Kofa, when he was taken to the most holy city, that is the Vatican, where in the Vatican, first time in the history for a coup to be planned in the Vatican by a president of another nation. While he was in Vatican, while they were in the Vatican city, Mr. Boeka planned a coup on his phone to ensure that the speaker, Honorable Kofa, is removed. While this man was there seeking the most holy being, Mr. Boeka was there with a sinister plane. So these are just some of the things that we're talking. These are some of the danger that we are talking about. When you have a government being overtaken by one group of people from one county, these are some of the dangers that we are talking about.
Thank you. Let me bring in Dr. Toto.
Well, let me.
Hold on, Moses. Let me bring in Dr. Toto, who is just joining us. All right. Doc, thank you for joining us. We appreciate it. We'll come to you here. Let Moses get his point across. Moses, go ahead.
Thank you very much, Mr. Toe. And I wanted Prince to really articulate what he meant when he talked about danger. When Prince first started talking, he made reference to that's what the war started in Liberia. My brother, campaign is over. And I must say this. In every administration, there has to be changes. And that changes is predicated on who wins an election process. You win capital when you win elections. The capital, the voting capital that you win when the people vote you into office tells you that they believe in your vision. How do you accomplish that vision as a leader? Means that you bring people in your circle who is going to help you realize the vision for the greater good of all. There is nowhere in the Constitution that talks about the dissemination of power. Number one, you just articulated that there are 3 branches of government. You have no proof that Bokar masterminded the removal of Fanatic Kofa. No one can prove that to me today. The branches of government are equal branches. Some of us on this show went out and said the executive cannot interfere in the judiciary cannot interfere in the legislative body. And we stand behind that. That's why they have 3 branches of government. As a chief administrator, for any institution, you come in and you bring in people who you know will work and believe in your vision for you to achieve your vision for the greater good of all.
So let me ask you this, Mr. Sebwe, let me ask you this. I understand your argument, but let me ask you this. So you, as a president, bringing in people to articulate your vision, to carry out your vision, it doesn't matter whether they come from the same house. It is only the issues of carrying out your making sure that your agenda as a leader of the country is achieved. You can bring in your own children if you want. Is that your argument, Mose?
My argument is that the mandate is given to you to do whatever necessary to accomplish your vision as you explain to the people during the electoral process. And they believe in you. So they're looking at you to bring in people so that you can accomplish that vision. And that vision, the only way you can accomplish vision is to still have people around you who will make sure that you accomplish that vision. And
so are you also suggesting? So we're gonna be very frank here tonight.
Yes.
And let's have this discussion. Are you now suggesting? And I'm not trying to take whatever side here, but I want to be factual. I want to be not independent. I'm a liberal. I'm not an independent person, independent nothing. But let me ask you this. From what you're saying, and Prince is saying, great, bring people that will help you to achieve your goal. And you're suggesting get people, whether they come from Lofa. What happened to the rest of Liberians? Are you saying they are not qualified, or do they do not have that within them to help you to achieve?
Listen, at no point I said anybody will qualify.
No. My word. I'm not putting words. I'm saying, you're saying to me. Hold on now. You're saying, and you said this here, that once you are elected, you explain to the people, you put forth to the people before the election what your plans are. And once you were elected, you have to bring people on board that understand your plan, and those people must be able to carry out your plan. That is your argument. You didn't say where they come from. My question to you is, because according to Prince, that because of this process, the government has now gizilized, localized this government, and you're not even touching that.
No, I don't want to validate that because
I agree now.
Wait a minute.
Hold on now. Hold on. Hold on. When you look, I mean, Mr. Sigway, this is a very serious subject. I don't want to go to private. Okay. So let me say this. Let me ask you then. If Prince is saying, because of what you're putting for, if Prince is saying, what happened to the other Liberians? Are they not capable of taking this agenda forward as well? Must it be all Lufians? That will be the question to you from me, not from Prince.
Okay. Can I say a question now?
Go ahead.
At no point am I encouraging a tribalistic administration, number one. Number two is that if I start to name people working with Boca right now, they're not from Gizi country. The former Minister for State and Presidential Affairs. Was he a Gizi man? Kofi Woods. Is he a Gizi man? Steve Queer, is he a Gizzy man? You come on, man. Don't make an argument. Don't make that kind of argument. Look at the list. Listen, the campaign is over. The old man won. In as much as we're critical of this administration, we got to be fair. And that your responsibility, if the person, listen, when Torba came in, he brought people in his circle who could make a difference in Liberia. Today, people are still crying his name and saying he was the best president for the Republic of Liberia. We see it in other nations. They surround themselves with people who...
You're muted. Division. It looked like your mic. Okay. All right.
My mic is going...
We can't hear you. Guys, am I making it up? We can't hear you.
No, listen. Somebody trying to call me, and I'm shutting them off.
Oh, okay, all right.
Well, yeah, I don't want to talk to anyone right now because this is more important for us. No, this is important to me because these guys.
Prince Sherry, I'm not sending you a link anymore. I don't want no heart attack on the show yet.
Listen,
we're not bringing you back anywhere.
Let me tell you, in as much as I've been sick, Prince came here, and I didn't want to commend him for coming because I wanted to set the record straight.
Okay, thank you.
There's no way in the Constitution when it said the division of power, that's why you have the House of Representatives.
Thank you. Let me go
and
to
that's the division of power. That's what you call the division of power.
Thank you, Moses. Let me go to Dr. Tutu. Dr. Tutu, you've been following the conversation here before I go back again. What would be your own contribution in this conversation here?
Yeah, thank you.
And before you do that, you have anything on your plate that perhaps you think we need to have a discussion here tonight?
No, not this special tonight. Just with that Prince ideology.
Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, labor force that been, been a while that I've been. I hope I'm not taking you back, but let me just say my condolences to you again.
Thank you. Since we're on that, let me also say to my brother here, Amos, thank you for your comment. We appreciate it. We know what happening here tonight is therapeutic for me. For me to come here, even tell Prince Sherry, CDC putting their foot in the mouth and not sitting somewhere in the corner and crying, it helps a lot. So I really appreciate you guys welcoming me back and not even feeling sorry for me and throw me under the bus that Mr. So did the other night. It's very good. It's very good for my soul. So I want to thank all of you. But this is what we do, and this is what we put ourselves into. So let's go ahead. Dr. Toto, let's hear from you.
Yeah, thank you, Libra. Let me greet the fellow guys with your Prince, Rary, and Moses. Prince and myself go way back when Gina had to also be one of the contributors there. But let me just add to
Libra. I'm gonna come back, pick up my daughter.
Rescue 2, you're running away from Prince Sherry?
Going for more information, no problem. Just go and prepare yourself.
You're going to regroup.
You go to regroup.
No. The bomb I get here is too heavy.
I'm going
to come back. Yeah, it's too heavy. I'm going to come back.
Okay, all right, we'll be here waiting for you. Go ahead, Dr. Tu.
So as I was saying, I listened to Prince intro very well. He talked about, he gave a good historical account about what caused the war to come in Liberia in terms of deportation or federation. But now, if you come back to what Prince is saying, and you want to use that same war rhetoric, to counteract what happened in the past, and they want to go back to that again. Now, let's try to analyze whether the government have been Lofian or put for Lofakade. Take the name of people. Look at the cabinet minister for the cabinet composition or geo minister sitting there. Let's do and see how many of them from for Lofakade or for a country for the southeast area of Liberia. They will try to counteract the needs. But Prince have not given any kind of specific name or look at the cabinet composition of the government and they accuse them that want to put for Lofakade or even or agency, your cabinet ministers sitting there, call the needs, and they try to alarm them to the various region or county. Talking about, we saw either we are government or the southeast in power Liberia, which comprised of 4 or 5 counties. I mean, that be quite about geography to see how many counties the southeast is. But we saw or did it become a pattern in the we are government that all his top lieutenant, all those that serve, all for that particular region of Liberia, and other people that for the western part of Liberia or central part of Liberia, were that part of that story. So that's why people started creating the noise. But if you look at Boyka government, I see a balance as compared to the composition of people that have in the government compared to the we are government. So if you want to say, okay, the cabinet ministers or joint cabinet ministers or from Lofa, they call their name and then they align with their county and see who all come from Lofa, who all come from Grand Gida, who come from Bon County. They will know. But when they talking all the governments are Lofian government or the Kisi government, I disagree with Prince on that. Then he come on more and give them more evidence. They call those people names and they're landing all the various counties.
Okay. Thank you. Prince Sherry, let's have you wrap that one up and then we'll go to different subject. But let me ask you this, Prince Sherry. The government employing people perhaps that they feel are qualified, number one. And second, the government was elected. Election matters. I know you do agree with me. The question that I want to ask you, and my name on this platform is the ridiculous, the most ridiculous. So I will be ridiculous on this. President, we are king. In fact, Tower King, they say he bring Tower ain't get anybody from the country people to be a government. All the way up to this point. Mostly, let me talk my own. You tell your own, I tell my own.
What did I say?
Yeah, but you're shaking your head. When I'm in private end, you got to, the liberal is speaking. You can't shake your head when the liberal is speaking. Mostly, that one that you know me on the power business. I'm the board chair, so I got the power right now. But anyhow,
okay. So, I would ask you my head
say any other government come in, but that's just people. Why we won't have election set now? Why we can't y'all go and say, okay, today, Grand Gida, this year, that y'all tell y'all get our president. Then we just go from rotation now instead of election. Well, we can't do that one. Say we're going to be accusing each other of trying to take this and take that. What can we go ahead and do rotation? What's wrong with that, Prince?
Mr. Toe, yes, sir. Yeah, Mr. Toe, I'm listening to the Honorable Sengbe and I'm listening to his analogy. And I think it's very dangerous. And I will advise not even Satan to listen to that. Because if you would tell us that the president of the Republic of Liberia...
Prince Sherry, before we keep, I pray to God.
Why do you keep using that word dangerous?
It's dangerous because the idea that you are pushing forth as a president, it's up to you to take whoever, whether you want to take, your concubines, you want to take your nephew, your nieces, it's up to you. Then this is, I'm sorry to say, but it's ridiculous. This is a recipe for chaos for any good democracy, especially in Liberia, knowing where we are from, knowing what led us to where we're coming from. So I think that particular, a point, it should be something that we should eradicate totally. Now, I also listening to that, you made a point, and I want to say thank you, Dad. I appreciate you, and I want to say welcome again. It's a privilege for us to share the platform with you. But this is what people must understand. I remember when Mr. Boyka was interviewed by the VOA when he just won the election. Mr. Boyka made us to understand that he has come to do not business as usual. The records are there. You can find it right now on the YouTube. It's there. He said to, I think, was it Kwabuna or so, one of the VOA reporter from Ghana, he said, we have not come to do business as usual. So when I'm listening to that, telling us, trying to, generate a kind of government official that he believes are from President Weah house, then I'm confused. Because when you talk about the Southeast, there are various counties from the Southeast. But now, let's give you an example and be specific on this particular issue. When I talk about Boyka is localizing the entire government, and it's even, you know, nepotism has taken over. Take for an example, look at the Minister of Finance of the Republic of Liberia, Augustin Pehe-Gafwan. Where is he from? From Lofa. Look at the Liberia Revenue Authority, because you asked what are those areas. Look at the Liberia Revenue Authority. Where is this particular double jala coming from? Double jala is from Lofa. Look at the Central Bank of Liberia, for which Mr. Bweka disrespected the Constitution of the Republic of Liberia. When Aloysius, a Grenadian, he was in that particular position, Mr. Bweka created a false narrative and lied that this man siphoned resources. Only for us to know, Mr. Bweka was able to move this man, call him in the corner and say, "My man, I'm baking. Let me get you 300,000 for you to lead a prayer. I want to put my nephew here, Samoa. The man who used to give me small loan the time he was working with the bank." So look now at the central bank. Who is the governor? The central bank governor today, as we speak, is from Lofa. Now, let's look at the armed forces of Liberia. The armed forces of Liberia. Who is the commander-in-chief of the armed forces of Liberia? Oh, you want us to say it's from Lofa, his own nephew. Now, let's look at even the Ministry of State for Presidential Affairs, Madam Mamaka Belete. Where is Mamaka Belete from? Oh, you want? I'm gonna go ahead. Okay, she's from Lofa. Now, at 59 different other areas. Let's even look at the Ministry of Health. Let us look at the Ministry of Health, right? Let's look at the Ministry of Health and Social Welfare. Dr. Louis Poto. Where is Louis Poto from? From Lofa. Let's look at the Ministry of Education of the Republic of Liberia. The Ministry of Education. Where is she from? Jaso Male Jala. Where Jaso Male Jala coming from? From Lofa. Let's go ahead. Let's continue to name.
Okay,
You want to name? Let's look at the National Commission on Small Arms. So the thing is, so yeah. So to just conclude, when I'm listening to people trying to do a comparative analysis of what happened, then it means that you do not have a strategy. While Liberia went to the pool and said, "President Weah, go rest." Why they said it? They said it because these were some of the, according to them. Let's just take it for the face value in this argument. According to the point that Dr. Toto raised, that, oh, you know, the people were there, Magay were here, the other person were here, the other person were here. Okay, so the Liberian people voted against the CDC government because they wanted a change. And that was your acronym. Rescue. We come for change. We come for change. So to come back and see you doing the same old thing that the Liberian people say they do not want, then what was the essence of moving His Excellency President Dr. George Manneh Weah, even though he remains the president of the Republic of Liberia?
Well, we will answer that question.
Why are you moving?
Mr. Sherry. Thank you very much. Again, folks, Samson told the Liberal is here tonight. I'm here with Mr. Prince Sharif. I'm here with Mr. Moses Sigbe. I'm here with Dr. George Toto. And Terry Rescue number 2 will be back here very shortly. Prince, thank you very much. I think we have beat this thing to death. We understand it. We're not going to change anything. None of us here in the government, none of us here I club with the authority to speak on behalf of the government. And you are a Liberian and you have a concern and you are speaking your mind. I hope the Liberian government will listen and perhaps they can respond to that. If not, 2029 is coming. But let me go on to Mr. Sigbe. Mr. Sigbe brought in a subject matter here to have a discussion. And Mr. Sherry, when we're doing the closing here, we can come back and bring whatever is on our mind again. Let me say here very quickly, I'm going to bring this show to an end about maybe 20 to 15 minutes earlier tonight, because I have some document here that I'm going to be reading. So I just want to make that announcement. So I will be opening the line here within the next 5-10 minutes, and the folks who want to contribute will do so. But let's go back to Mr. Sigbe. Mr. Sigbe, you brought in some issue here about this confirmation process and nomination process. And you frown on a particular nominee and her behavior. Can you briefly bring us to speed on that? Just 1 minute, please, and then we can try to chat on it, please. Go ahead.
Okay, I had a question for my brother, but I'm not going to go there. I'm going to go straight to, I'm going to keep with you, Liberal, and just stay on topic. Because Prince said some things that I wanted to answer to, but I will forget it until my closing. My thing is that 2 days ago we saw the display besides that, last week we saw displays a display of incompetency during the confirmation hearing of Mother Fatima Sharif. That's her name, right?
I believe so.
Fatima.
Salif.
Salif, I think.
Salif. When in fact, at that point in time, nobody thought that she impressed anybody as far as the appointment for the deputy minister of
hold on, Moses. Hold on 1 minute. Hello, this is Samson. Is it President Bagai? Yes. What do you want me to tell the people? They're going to go sue you? Okay.
Oh, my goodness. Oh, my God.
The Libra is back. They're going to go sue them. The man said, "What sue me?"
Oh, my goodness.
Go ahead, Moses. You know I got to put some stuff in it.
Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness. I wonder what Mr. Souls is doing right now. He's probably going to come on the show.
Okay. He ain't able. I'm running the show. But go ahead, Moses. Sorry,
yeah, but we saw what people reaction was. People reactions were as far as the confirmation, the initial confirmation hearing. Fast forward, she comes back 2 days ago and go back for confirmation, apologizes, read from a document, and you could still tell the incompetency. And I'm now going to tweak it anyway. I say it's just like it is. A day after that, the video surfaced where this lady is on video calling someone on, using vocal languages, and really exhibiting a behavior that is totally unprofessional as a professional trained person. That is unacceptable in any administrative structure. That is unacceptable. Especially so you were just confirmed at one of the top, the second highest position in a ministry, where you're going to be dealing with ample department of functioning entities in the country. I think that calls for revoking her confirmation. In fact, the thing that turned me off when I was listening to the confirmation is that one of the sitting senators, the person who was supposed to confirm this woman, told Miss Salif that she was more competent than 90% of the people who went before him for confirmation. And the reason why they confirmed them was because they thought they could learn on the job. But she came with impeccable record of education. Okay. A senator.
Thank you.
Said that. Wait a minute. And so I'm thinking, I'm saying that the administration need to seriously re-examine what she brings to the table.
Thank you.
Really take her out of there, because it's not going to get better.
Thank you. Dr. Tutu, let me come to you. I know you're not stranger to these type of conversation. I believe you probably have seen her video and what have you, the confirmation process and everything else. Do you have contribution to make on today's conversation?
Yeah, let me make a contribution. First of all, I know the lady, I know Fatima, and I want to do that. Even supported her nomination at the time. Even your confirmation hearing, when she went to request confirmation hearing, whatever took place, and I want to do that. Even reach out, to try to motivate her. Some of the losses that took place. But Fatima is she's a very good person. And she not just good, she qualified for that position. Liberia becomes so political and so polarized. So when you're doing things, politics jump into it, and we saw a beef that been going between Fatima and some other female that been going after one another. So I believe that from that perspective, she came from, to try to give some reaction. And like Moses said, most of supporters from about why she did this statement. And Fatima came out, she put a public apology. She apologized for what happened, how she celebrated her confirmation, and she said some word that she not supposed to say, and she put a public apology out there. So she's a hero. She erred and she apologized to the public. And she been confirmed. That gave her opportunity to carry on her duty. That's all I don't have. And to praise also to just 5 seconds. To praise to somebody who needs you list somebody women, you call their name. They are not from Lofa, they're from different country, even though somebody may have carried the Lofian name because maybe two marriages, but they are not from Lofa.
Thank you. I carry Lofa name, but I'm not from Lofa, but one job. So it doesn't matter. Let's hear from you, praise on Mr. Segway.
Yes, sir.
Do you have contributions
I think
there?
The audience can see the breakdown in our society from right here on this particular platform. You know, Dad, you are one of those respected individual in Liberia. We respect you despite of your political, view or your critical analysis. We believe that people like you, are the ones who set the path for a better Liberia. But it is unfortunate tonight listening to you trying to ignore the moral breakdown of what you saw from our sister Fatima. I don't know, because of your maybe affiliation with her, like you said, you know her or so, that on this platform, that with all fairness, you cannot come on this platform to say, look, my sister, I know you, I respect you, but your display was completely immoral. It is not even in conformity with a serious kobo seller, talk less of a government minister. A serious kobo seller cannot portray that kind of behavior. In fact, a serious Zogo will not even do that. A serious Zogo, a disadvantaged youth cannot do that even on camera. To have somebody who claimed that you are from this United States of America, that we all look at with high esteem, to use an open platform and re-insult at your critics, this is scary. But this is not just Fatima. Now, I want to say thanks to that to our own Honorable Singbe for bringing this up. Now, this is a pattern of the Unity Party. I will give you an example. Look at Anthony Keseli, an elder who is supposed to be an elder. That man used the Facebook to insult people murder. It is a pattern. Look at Eugene Fagon. Look at how you call him Jabate, Mark Jabate. Look at all these people. We can name them. The names are there. We can name them over and over. Look at Colinos Kra. These people rain insults at their critics. And unfortunately, they are being protected by Mr. Joseph Numa Bueka, an elder, a man who is the keke in the land, the man who is supposed to be the moral example of value, of culture, and of everything. Look, this is insane, for the lack of better words, to see these people that are supposed to serve our nation, these people that are supposed to be the representation of our country, coming on social media and using these kind of words. And those of us who are close to them, we cannot call them out. Fatima is not a governmental material. That woman, probably she should be somewhere sitting down. We're all from Grand Cape Country. She should be saying that, maybe facing Gary somewhere. With that behavior that she display, she'll be sitting there facing Gary. Oh yeah, we have people that have doctorate degree. They are in the agriculture sector. It's not a crime, but I believe that public office is not for her. And this is just what we say, a breakdown of moral. Like I said yesterday on the show, in our own eyes, we are seeing a complete breakdown of our society, of the government system. Honor a Joseph Numa Bueka who claimed to have 42 years of experience and been in government since Charekintan. To see honor this man leadership, that these people are behaving in this way, and you continue to shield them. Look at the kind of insult that Eugene Fagon ran right at LBS. Amen, for God in heaven's sake. Even if we support a system, can't we condemn it? Even if we support an individual in the government, but can't we call them out? I think Fatima behavior is being encouraged by the chief executive, Mr. Joseph Numa Bueka, because he is a breaker of the law. And there's the reason why the Liberian people will ensure that he is removed democratically comes 2029. Because the only hope for our country to restore morals, to restore a kind of good society where people can see leaders as example is only in His Excellency President Dr. George Manuel Weah.
Thank you.
That's the case we continue to make.
Thank you, Mr. Sherry. We get your point, but it is.
I think.
Hold on, Doc. I will come to you guys. I think it is disingenuous, number one, and secondly, it is intellectually dishonest. To be honest with you, so now turn this onto his head. When we were told by some of your comrades, by some of your colleagues in the CDC, that the CDC-led government is standard bearer in order for them to allow female to work in his government, that he himself, the president, and that's not my word, Monba Moru told us that he must have something to do with that. That this government, the CDC-led government, President Weah, if the money comes in, he wants part of it before it goes into the Liberian coffers. The Monba Moru statement, not mine. We saw your former Minister of Finance told the Liberian, talking about Mora, you come here to try to lecture us about Mora. Told the Liberian people, President, we need to be benevolent detector. Samuel told us that. Yes, still, you're going to come here tonight and wear a bread beret as though we are on a sycamore tree. We're not on a sycamore tree, my brother.
Was he a government official? Was Moluba Molu a government official, sir?
I'm speaking. Let me finish my point. When you were talking, we let you talk. One of the things that I like engaging you is that you are able to handle whatever I throw at you. So I'm not worried about that. But the point here is this. We saw Eugene Dagbe. We saw Samuel Twe putting their finger on their mouth the very first day of their official duty, telling Liberians to be quiet. You're going to come here and talk to us about Mora? We, the Liberian people, sat here and convinced the Liberians. The government of the Republic of Liberia, under President Weah, we believe, have taken us into the hole. And we believe that President Waka, he's talking about his years of experience, that indeed he's able to challenge you guys fully and win, because he has the ability to do so. Not only that, we also believe that President Waka was going to be the one to champion the cause of the Liberian people, to take us from the hole that we believe you guys dug for us so deep. Now, let me speak to my sister Misbehavior. First of all, she's our sister. And before that, she, as Dr. Toto correctly pointed out, that does not excuse her behavior. Once you allow yourself to be put into the public sphere to say that indeed you are now ready. So what's going on? Okay. All right. Hold on. Give me a minute.
We got you. Can hear you.
Okay. That you are ready to participate fully in your political sphere. You must come with thick skin, and our sister display thin skin. That was unacceptable. But we will not allow you to try to utilize that opportunity to lecture us about Mora. You people, and I mean you people, I mean CDC, we saw Jefferson Kochi going behind enemy line as far as he's concerned to go rescue his people behind enemy line. Election. And he considered the process of electoral process, he considered that to be an enemy line. When it comes to Mora, you guys stand no ground. We saw you people taking casket of a live person and believing to be dead, touching his casket all over Monrovia. Mora? No, you guys stand no chance on that. So while we allow ourselves to have those conversations, my brother, we are not naive. Some of us might be in this country for decades, 19 we, as Liberian people would say, but we are not stranger to Liberian situation. When the war situation, you brought about the issue about Ellen Salif and the people selling, I was one of those. I went to the 1985 ULA convention over there in Philadelphia, where I believe it's his uncle and I inside Johnny. We drove from Rhode Island. We went to 1985 convention where I believe most of these things started. And then immediately after the convention, people started selling T-shirts to free Liberia. So we're very, very much involved with these things. So my brother, I really appreciate, and I hope you don't get away from it, because you being on this platform, most of our tabata will be curtailed because you're coming to put senses into our own heads, and we appreciate that. But what we're not going to allow you to do is to try to lecture us on substance. We believe you guys have no ground to stand on. The sycamore tree is gone, and I believe we sympathize with you and your brothers and sisters on the sycamore tree. We hope that you will take that tree and go plant it somewhere else, and hopefully it will bring some real Liberianness into you. You people like that. Let me go to Terry's calling.
So to just come in for just a few seconds, yes, sir.
Go ahead.
I like the analysis that you
hold
made.
on, Moses. Please,
Libra, I was supposed to copy that you.
I beg you.
Yeah, I like the analysis, but here is it. You did not condemn what happened. You did not refute what happened. But you come to give us an excuse of what happened 6 years ago. And that's the reason why we continue to say that the Unity Party is not the alternative for good governance as they portrayed yesterday or as they propagated yesterday. You come not telling us that what they are doing is wrong. So you've alluded that, what the people doing is not correct. But hey, you do it yesterday. Is this the kind of nation we want to build? Is this the kind of Liberia we want to build? When the laborer is coming out, they're supposed to say, no, but we come here not for the same old thing. So therefore, we must be able to chastise our own. But you come here and give all of the analysis which are not accurate, talking about Molu. There was talk. He was not a government official. Some of these things that people said, these were the talk that have no facts in it. They have no facts. But you come here on this platform and you tell everything about yesterday. But you come today to use it as a yardstick to be able to pinpoint what people are doing. It's dangerous. If you cannot condemn your own, it's terrible. It's terrible.
Okay, we agree. We'll come.
Yeah, so Libra.
Let's 1 minute each so I can open the line because I want to do my reading here. Let Dr. Toto 1 minute, please, Doc. Then we'll come to you, Moses. 1 minute, please.
I just wanted to bring back to Bob when you were making his claim against Fatima. That's the thing we're talking about. We're talking about CDC or CDC. They talk very fast. When they talk, they try to denigrate Liberia. Prince Cletus stated the show here, he tried to reduce Fatima to selling Gary in Kemo. And that's what they respect to the Kemo team here. The women of Kemo County that are making Gary to feed their family. And you're looking at somebody reducing there to a Gary seller. And Prince, that's a insult to the women of Kemo and the women of Liberia. You need to retract that statement, to be frank.
Thank you. Let's hear from you, Moses.
You see, the reason why this is
1 minute, please. I'm gonna 1 minute, please.
Now, I don't know if you're keeping watch of your time.
Yes, I am. Go ahead. 1 minute, please.
I don't know how fair that is, Liberal. It's done
Moses,
all the time.
Moses, I don't want to call your other name.
You always
1 minute, please.
1 minute, 1 minute. When I
1 minute, 1 minute. Say wait. 1 minute. I finished leaving
Moses.
I finished leaving Moses out now.
1 minute, then it's no need.
I say wait. The next one that the other need. Say wait. 1 minute, please.
But I can make my statement in 1 minute.
Junior,
no, seriously.
Moses, we got time.
I brought up the topic, and there are a lot of things being said.
Okay, let's hear from you.
I want to close on this. And the way I close on this is this. We supported the president administration in office before they won the power. They elect, and we believe in those moral values and what have you. And that for me to stand up here and talk about Fatima, I don't know her from anywhere. It's not about how good she is. As Dr. Tutu was saying, she's a good woman. That's not what we're talking about. We're talking about the position that she was just confirmed into, the impact of that position. And that's what gave people that praise the justification to come and say the things they say. Because of his behaviors. And we cannot allow that to continue. It has to be a time where you set the bar up high. And everybody needs to reach out. With great powers come great responsibility. You need to understand, such as the condition, such as the time. When you're given an administrative position like that, you humble yourself and go and begin to learn. You become a lifelong learner. You don't take it and begin to respond the way you responded yesterday. Your life has changed because they confirmed you. You need to think about that. And our people, listen, I'm sorry for our country because we always want to empathize, sympathize with people we know. We say, hey, man, I know the person, man. And that amen business will make our country go round. Come on now. We need to start setting straight guidelines so that the next person come in will know what needs to happen, what is expected of them. And especially as a public servant, you are an example. In that position that she served, she represents the president. And she works at the president at the pleasure of the president. And President Joseph Yuma Barker will never display such a behavior.
Thank you.
And that's the point that I'm trying to make, that should not be. And that's why Prince then can come and be talking all these things.
Thank you.
So how do we challenge people at Prince? How? When we challenged them before. And that's the point I'm trying to make.
I think your point is well clear. Thank you very much. Terry, welcome back. I know you've been listening, even though you want to take care of business, but I know you were not too far away from.
It's ridiculous.
Our
Oh, I'm sorry.
Mostly, you just want to get back at me. Ain't no sorry business. You know exactly what you are doing. You want to get back at me, but I will get you back. Don't worry. Go ahead, Terry. I need to plow business already.
Yes. So what I think Prince is doing here, that what the labor you nail in the butt. I must give you that, because there are several things that Prince is. The reason why we cannot consider Prince as sessions is because Prince have never apologized on the show or even one day criticized his government officials. He was asked on many occasions here whether if yesterday some of the things that were done were correct. He dodged the question and still praised President Weah, former President Weah. And up to now, Prince Sherry do not recognize the president in the country as the president. He still recognizes President Weah, former President Weah, as his president. So that tells you the kind of mindset they got. Number one. Number two, Jefferson Koji never apologized. Akaras Gray went on the LU campus and stormed the campus. He never apologized. None of them apologized. They raided people before the embassy. They did not apologize. Can Prince on the show condemn that? I challenge you to condemn it. So these are the things. That is the difference between Prince Sheridan, because first of all, Mr. Segbe, what you need to understand is that everybody will speak from basis of their background. I believe you speaking as a security man. Security people, they are straightforward, so I get it. You're speaking from your background, and from your background require drastic measure. But the man that is the president of the country is a deacon. He's a deacon. So he's dealing with the issue based upon his religious background. And if I were him, I would do the same thing. Because why? That is why I was trying to say the other day that as a leader, you have to be flexible based upon your background, knowing very well that you're dealing with people in every government. there will be people that will act disgruntled. But based upon the severity of the attitude, you take action. If the lady came up to apologize, wrote a letter to apologize, that is, it like you said, you quoted the law. The law says you work at will and pleasure of the president. The man is the president for the republic. A president must exhibit flexibility. That is what we call leadership. So he told her, say, look, go apologize. She did just that. She wrote a long letter. The only problem I still have with her is that
just 1 minute. Let Terry land, then we'll come to you.
Because it's not good to demean somebody's character, somebody high-end character. That lady worked to go to school. You have to have a first degree to go to law school. That lady worked hard to get her law degree. In the Liberian society, when you say something like demeaning like that, they run with it. So in my opinion, I would be satisfied with her if she can pick up the phone and call Yekula and say, look, I'm sorry for what happened. Go to her, have meeting, have a dinner or have lunch with her and take pictures and post it on Facebook and say, Yekula, I came to tell you sorry.
See,
that is what I would be expecting.
That a very part coming from EU now.
Prince, believe me. Believe me.
That for me, that is
better than no.
That's even the spirit of the CDC. That's the spirit of the CDC taking over the Reverend. Flow Reverend, you are protected. The CDC is taking over the Reverend.
Okay, all right, okay. I'm back. All right, guys. Folks, okay, we got a caller on the line here. Caller, what's your name? Where you're calling from? What's on your mind?
My name is James Derek calling.
Go ahead, Davis.
Yeah, I'm so surprised I saw that with
David, we can't hear you. We got problem. My Chinese phone, the Chinese people just sent me their new phone. It's dead. So let me put the other phone on. This is a good thing here tonight. I don't know what happened, but I don't quite remember the other number here on my people. Okay, let me put it on. Go ahead. Let's go with Prince. Go ahead and make a comment.
We'll go. And
okay, yeah. So let me again say thanks to the Honorable Moses Singbe for that point. I think these are things that we are supposed to do to call up our own. Even if we are on the same team, it doesn't mean that we cannot correct each other. And I believe that with this kind of pattern, it's good, especially for those of us who are here. And none of us here are living on the pockets of any minister back home. We're not depending on them. We pay our own bills and try to do what we can do for ourselves. So telling them the truth, despite of our relationship with them, up to them, should be as simple as ABC, to just tell them. So I want to say thanks, Honorable Moses. And that, like I said from the beginning, many of our people depend on people like you. We will not take it away from you. You may be critical, you may have your own side and what have you, but our people depend on you. When people like you speak in our community, it's not just speaking as an ordinary Liberian, but we look at you with high, morals and etc. So I think people like you should be the one who should point out these things and be very rigid on it, because it's not just about Fatima. Imagine this woman going on and say, I'm the president's daughter, and using all this vulgarity. What does that sound? Looks like that the president is encouraging it, that she has the blessing of the president, and lo and behold, look at what is happening. Hey, the president is relaxed. He has never come up when Jabate threatening how you call Yeke Koluba, that he went to Russia, he is Russian trained, and he will come, he will do this. Not even a single word was uttered. But President Boyka said, no, I will not condone this. Remember when the issue, the altercation happened between the CDC COP and that of, some members who went to protest at the United States Embassy. I mean, two young people, they were in their own zeal, and that thing happened. His Excellency President Dr. George Mane, we are immediately, told the world that, look, this is not part of our party. We do not condone such, and we will not be able to, condone such. And those people, they were immediately turned over to the police for further investigation, where they were sent to court. This is how a leader behaves, because this is not just about leadership. This is about the moral of our country. This is about our democracy, the protection of our democracy. And what our sister did is completely out of line. Now, I'm listening to other people who say, well, that thing here, it happened yesterday. Look, my people,
thank you.
The CDC will never encourage such a behavior. It was displayed. We always take disciplinary measure against some of our people.
Thank you. Please, let's talk one at a time, guys. I just put a new number up. This is the real Liberia Public Radio phone. It's not channel phone 916-330-9721. Give me a call and let's hear from you. Okay, let's go to Dr. Toto. Dr. Toto, while we're waiting for the call, go ahead.
Yeah, just to feedback on Prince again. Prince, the CDC, I don't want to be going.
Oh, okay, hold on. I didn't see her.
Like I was saying, I don't want to beat back on the CDC regime too much, or Prince. If we open the CDC playbook, what happened the 6 year time as compared to the present government, we'll open with big Pandora box here. There are a lot of things that happen.
Just hold on 1 minute. Let Dr. Toto bring me in.
Fatima Ersh, we all others here, somebody that know her, and she came out, she apologized properly, and let's accept her apology and move forward. And believe me, that like what the Reverend was saying, Fatima that I know, Fatima will reach out to Yakula and we'll see them together pretty soon on social media or somewhere. And I know definitely it's in the making, and she will probably reach out to her for the try to settle some of the.
Thank you. So the ladies she was making, the ladies that she was referring to, was that Yakula?
Yeah, the lady was Yakula. Yeah. Mariah Yakula from the ANC.
A different name though.
No, but that was an insulting language that she was sending out.
So like I said,
all right,
all
right, guys. Let me take this call.
First ever apology, I cover. Watch for the next app. I believe that Fatima will reach out to both of them to meet. Each other.
All right. Meet. Okay, caller, are you still with me?
Oh my.
Yes, I'm here.
Okay. Yeah, go ahead. Let's hear from you.
Oh my God.
This is Amos.
Amos, go ahead. Thank you.
You just disabled my comments. I don't know if I said something wrong on the.
What comment?
You disabled my comments, so my comment cannot go through for some reason.
Oh, I did that.
Amos, I don't know if it is you or Mr. So, but I'm speaking for Mr. So. I don't know why you would disable my comments.
No, I don't think we did that. Your comments are still here. I see them right here, Amos.
Yeah, but I cannot comment anymore. For some reason.
All right, okay, all right. You can speak. Sorry about that. Go ahead.
No, that's fine, Mr. To. I'm so sorry for your loss.
Thank you.
Like I commented, so apart from all of what you're a good man. But here is what I have to say. Both CDC and the current government have nothing to say about. If I hear the CDC people, Mr. Sharif, man, talking about, accusing the current government of bringing in people from Lofa. It's just a shame because Lofa has, 5 or 6 different tribes? Almost 7 different tribes. How many tribes do we have in the Southeast? I don't support the current government. You know that, Mr. To, I've said that over and over. I grew up behind the house of Mr. Barker, but I don't support this government, but it is what it is. So let's stop, pointing fingers. And then you too, Mr. To, you are talking about, government did this. That's why you people elected a new government. That's why they elected you people. So stop pointing fingers at the old government.
Thank you. And that's why the president just called me that he has instructed he has instructed the immigration officer that when you go to Liberia, they will ask for a blonde form birth certificate. You can't speak Syria. Then you say you're from beyond you're from beyond the president. How for you? You speaking Syria? You can wait. We don't even know that what are you in Liberia anyway. But anyhow,
no problem. I got all that. But here's what I wanted to say about this lady. Mr. Samson Bronto, let me ask you this question. If you were to pass a job interview, you as an engineer that I know, will you jubilate, insult other people if you are really qualified for a job? Is that what you're gonna do?
No, Amos. To be honest with you, her action, her behavior is not something that I'm gonna praise. But as far as qualification is concerned, she's qualified. But you have to understand. You have to understand the nature of the country. But thank you. Let me take the other call, Amos. Thank you very much. Okay. Callers, go ahead. You're next in line. What's your name? Where you're calling from? What's on your mind?
My name is Arthur Wiado, and I'm calling from Bethesda, Maryland.
Professor Doe, good evening. Thank you for joining us. Let's hear from you, sir.
I just want to send home on the bottom of my heart about what is trending in the social media world relevant to Fatima's action against Moriah. We have a saying in a family way, and that is you and your wife are in a commotion for that day. Do not let it sleep. You guys resolve it before going to bed. Liberia needs to be healed, and it is us that's supposed to heal in the country. It is good that it didn't take long for Fatima to apologize to Moriah. It is left with Moriah to accept the apology. And I know very well that Moriah has had. He is a consummate lawyer, very bred teacher for her. We accept Fatima's apology.
Thank you.
And country will heal, and the commotion that between the both of them will come to conclusion.
Thank you. Thank you, bro. Thank you. Thank you very Thank you. Thank you for your contribution. We appreciate it. Okay, guys, give us a call here. Mr. Doe, you can just go ahead and okay. So give us a call, 916-533. Let me, okay. Call up. What's your name? Where you're calling from? What's on your mind?
You're referring to me?
Yes. Yeah, you're the caller. Yeah, go ahead.
Thank you. The Labor Progressive. I'd like to say hi to all the other panelists, to my esteemed brother, Prince Sherry, to everybody. Appreciate you, Dr. Toto, the liberal, the political security analyst, the political Reverend Terry. I'd like to say thank you guys for a beautiful show. You know, I call because I think we got to stop pushing the narrative in the heads of the Liberian people and people who profess to be intellectual on this platform. When you come on this platform and we want to give a moral equivalent from what happened in the past to what happened now, I say you're going below the belt. And you're not supposed to be on the platform. The reason why we have a unity party government is because, according to you, the Liberian people say, President, we did all of the wrongs. All the things they said about him, Liberian people, they didn't like it. All of what he did in the country, Liberian people didn't like it. It was bad yesterday. Today, the people that came said they could make it right. And when we see the people doing it wrong, we must speak out. It does not mean I have no moral ground to speak out. I'm a Liberian. I'm part of the society. I'm important as anybody else that will come. Whether I supported President Weah and his administration in the past, but I am a Liberian. So my vote, my voice, everything count in our political discourse. You cannot discount me. The first thing you must say to yourself, am I doing what I preach? You not. From your administration, from the head all the way down. They are destroying our very fabric of what they advocated for and to the Liberian people that they could exhibit. You got ministers insulting other people in government. Then they go outside and insult other political leaders. And then you come and say, because we hadn't did it in the, President, we administration did it in the past, why you brought a unity party to office? Dr. Toto, you must be a chima yourself. You have never condemned Anthony Kesali. Being on the eminent council of Yola, you have never condemned Anthony Kesali on no platform because all you guys whine and dine and you're going to take picture with these guys to put in and say, I'm part of the administration or I'm connected to this person. That's wrong. Your education got nothing to do with your integrity. You got to protect your integrity.
Thank you.
Respect you people in the society for you to come here and exhibit some form of low below the belt.
Thank you.
I appreciate today the security analyst for speaking up because it's wrong. It's wrong.
Thank you,
Walter
Carter. Thank you very much. We appreciate it. We will do our best to make sure you people have that sycamore tree replanted, so at least it will give you some ground to stand on. But caller, what's your name? Where your caller? Are you there with us? What's your name? Where you're calling from? What's on your mind?
Yeah, Mr. Sowore, I'm calling you from Texas.
Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead.
I'm calling from Texas.
Thank you for joining us. What's on your mind?
Okay, I'm trying to talk on the issue of the tribal thing, the county thing.
Mm-hmm.
President Weah time, his ministers, they were not from one county. Even though people criticize the Southeast has 6 counties. Riverside, Sano, Grand Jide, Maryland, Grand Crew. We have 6 counties there. Yeah, Riverside. Yes. You know, when you check it, 6 counties.
Yeah, we agree with you.
Yeah, 6 counties.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, these 6 counties, people came from there. Then we have people from Nimba too. We have people from Bon. The post affairs minister today now and labor minister, he came from Nimba. So, but now this government, everybody, almost everybody from one lofa, that one lofa, a majority of them Gisi, Okabaka is a Gisi. So he came for Gisi people, so like Gisi government.
Okay.
He's President Weah from Grand Crew, but he never administered Grand Crew Grand Crew leadership. We want Grand Crew government. It was Southeast. The Southeast that comprises of how to call it 6 counties. So I don't want people. I don't like to hear from people saying Southeast. Magay not from Southeast. Even Magay, who was his chief of office staff, he was not from Magay, not from Southeast. Magay from Magibi and Bapolo. Magay from Bapolo. Grew up in Magibi. Magay is from Bapolo.
Even the chief of staff of the army at the time.
That's where he grew up.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
So now what Baka do over there is not good.
Okay. So I would suspect that you yourself from the Southeast, right?
Yes, I'm from Southeast.
Okay. Thank you.
Yes, I'm from Southeast.
Thank you.
We have 6 counties in the Southeast.
Of course.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Southeast.
Okay. Thank you very much.
And Southeast has many tribes. We have the Gribbles, we have the Crew, we have the how do you call the post said
okay. Thank you.
There are so many tribes.
Thank you.
Just check. Oh, if I get a list here. So Gisi people.
Thank you. We appreciate it. Thank you very much. Okay, thank you, man. Thank you.
They will put them on president. We are.
Okay.
You done like that.
All right. Thank you. Wow. Okay. Again, James David, please give me a call. Mr. David, please give me a call. James David, I'm waiting for your call. You'll be the last one before I go to the group again because we're going to start wrapping. James David, give me a call, please. Mr. David, give me a call.
Let's even leave aside the how you call it, the localization.
Prince,
But look at people.
Prince, we will come to you. Okay, we will come to you. I hope you will join me again. Prince, I will ask that you become regular here because so that the government can really learn because when you're criticizing it behind the scene, they can't see it. But when you come here and criticize, let's go to Cisco before we start opening. Mr. James David, please give me a call. The number is out there. Mr. James David, please give me a call, please. I'm sorry that you got caught up because my phone went dead on me. I'm sorry about that. So please give me a call because I can't even access my phone to be able to call you back. All right. Yeah, yes. Okay. Mr. Davis, I hope this is David. Is it Mr. Davis?
Hello?
Yeah, is it Mr. Davis?
No, this is not Mr. David. This is Teddy Tell Lion Yakon.
From West to Ridiculous.
You know,
no sedition.
I was quoting your previous number, but you know,
it went dead on me. But go ahead, just 1 minute, please. Go ahead.
I will say my salutation to my comrade, Prince Sherry, the meditant on the front.
Can you hold on 1 minute? Mr. David, just put your number up here, type your number, then I will call you if you don't want your number, if you don't mind your number being public. Just put it up there, then I'll call you direct, please. Go ahead, Teddy.
Yeah, my salutation to my intellectual comrade. You know, holding, telling the rest of the Liberian people the truth. You know, I mean, the deception and people who support Joseph Boakai and brought into power have increased. And this is very toxic for the Liberian people. You know, you already have larger Liberian people for Joseph Boakai to take power. The peaceful nature of the CDC, the seditions, intellectuals, and very intelligent people are concerned about the peace, you know, of this country.
Oh boy.
You know, the vision of our political leader, Dr. George Manawia, we follow him and we behave like him because he's peaceful. This one we are peaceful.
Wow.
All right.
You know, but is that, you know, Chinese phone, slow down a little bit, please.
Okay.
Honorable. You know, Joseph Boakai and okay, let's go to the Fatima issue. We're talking about Mora, you know, even on Spoon TV, the way she used to behave and the way she just behaved, but proving her simplicity. This is the simplicity of the government. Just believe to break the laws and don't care. And this is the government, people like Dr. Toto, they will try to polish and try to make things fine, all the bad things about Joseph Boakai and his government. What you guys are doing now, you are polishing, just to make it. And this is wrong.
Okay.
But I will applaud the security chief, even though the low fat syndrome, little bit of connected with him, that's why he might be a native Congo man. But,
you answer with a Congo man. You're killing me.
Independent.
Oh my goodness, Liberia with something else.
When an independent person on the show, you know. And
Okay.
I would like for him to do more.
Okay, thank you. When you answer we ready to post in your Gary tomorrow, don't complain to me.
I think the lion is right. The name is a cover all. We need to investigate the name. We know people who use the name as a cover all, but you know they are who they are.
Joseph Boakai, the only deal he can make out there only deeds that would try to plunge Liberia into trouble.
Okay.
And he wants to make sure Liberia end up into some
Thank you, Lions. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Liberia people, we need to stand firm and take our country from him.
Thank you. Thank you.
Is the only alternative.
Okay.
Besides that, nobody else.
All right. Thank you. Thank you. So this is what I'm, Mr. David, James David. My phone is not even on for me to get your number. So let's hope that you and I are gonna have a conversation on Monday. Okay, guys, we're gonna wrap it up because I'm gonna read my letter here tonight. Let's hear from you, Sis Scotty. 1 minute, please. Okay, since you just coming 2 minutes.
Yeah, you see, I'm coming straight up. Thank you.
Okay, hold on. I think James. Hold on. I mean,
no, you need at least 5 minutes.
Say James Davis.
Yeah, you see, today you're talking for me, right?
Oh yeah.
So they buy.
Hello.
Yeah. You don't need to restrict your time.
Hello, caller. Can you hear me? I can hear you, but you can't hear me. Caller, are you there? Okay. All right. Okay. Maybe he's showing that he's the one. Okay. Let me see if I call him back. Guys, give me a minute here, please. Give me a minute. Okay, give me a minute, guys. Okay, no, that's not. Okay, all right. Anyway, whoever called, I didn't get your phone, but we can talk Monday. Just call to 2 minutes, please.
Thank you, Mr. Toll, and good evening to all of you tonight. And I really enjoy all the views, from all of you, including Prince John, Sherry. Prince, do you have to put on a red cap to be identified with a political party? I don't know what is that.
This is not just a symbol of
got
identification, but this is
okay,
a deeply spiritual
No. You ask your question, public question. Let him answer.
This paraphernalia, when you see this, it talks about freedom.
I want no explanation.
No, let him finish. Let him finish. Let you ask for it.
No,
but
you can't try your own. You try your own.
Okay. All right.
Well, you can tell your old boy.
All right, go ahead.
Yeah, okay. It was good, being here, and I always feel fine in the midst of you guys. I see many times when the guys come in, they will say, "Oh, we should not compare, we are time with our time." But again, when they explain it, they will say, "During the president, we are time." Then how do you guys?
CDC feeling grabbing your phone. CDC now sees your phone. We can't hear you. CDC people feeling grabbing your phone. Y'all leave your go. Bye bye. Dr. Toto, let you.
Let me come in. It's so funny. But yesterday we come back here.
That's terrible.
That's terrible. Come Monday, bring.
Hey, bro.
They were ahead, father. A bigger. Quiet. That.
Yeah, very, very good discussion tonight. Especially I'm close to the issue of Fatima. Even Prince of the issue can made to some of the CDC Cody when they have problem President Weah, Morba Molu, the level of Morba Molu and all, they apologize. They run CDC and that's why they set up barrier. They apologize. President Weah forgave them. He brought them back on board. So the city. So Fatima making one or two mistakes. She apologized. That all except her apology and move forward. And I hope that, like what Terry say, I hope that Fatima will be able to reach up to Councilor Yakula, where they sit as a women to discuss some of the issues that happened in the past, and that will help. And let me just close with 30 seconds. This is my book. It's online on Amazon.
Okay.
It's about Foundation for Success. Mm-hmm. So, Prince, you can get a lot of good information for CDC. You want to make CDC be a vibrant organization. Yeah, so
you wrote it. You wrote it with CDC experience.
No. I didn't put no CDC. I just say that.
Okay. Okay.
This other one also today one been there also to a been trading a lot. So these two books are so Amazon. People can take advantage of it. Buy it. Good for our society. We try to showcase like the rest of the world.
I'm gonna look into that because I'm also trying to get Mr. William Yano's book as well. Go ahead.
But good discussion to that. Prince, I look forward to you getting on board in the action. Like Liberal say, it's good to be on the show constantly for the discussion of the issue. Well,
Thank
good
you.
show to that.
Thank you. Mr. Sigwe, 1 minute, please.
Thank you, sir. And I appreciate everyone on the show. The first thing is that the people call me Congo Man now. So I don't know if I should accept that, but I don't know where Sigwe name come from to be Congo. And I'm from I'm from the raw Lofa County place. Anyway, that's that. Let me close by saying this. What we need to understand, folks, is that I'm not sure if a lot of people in Liberia know that before we have the 15 counties. There were only 9 counties in Liberia, and within the southeast region, we had only Grangita, Sando, Maryland. We didn't have any other county. And until they broke up Southern Territory, Ku Klux Territory, and they made them a county. Lofa alone had about 9 different tribes, including the Gola people in what we call now Bopolu County. So it was the largest county in Liberia. The Lofians have been the most servant individually. They have been the most servant to the Republic of Liberia in every administration and with honorable services. So when you look at Lofa County and say they're turning that country into Lofa County, even if they are, it's about time that happens. Because we serve every administration since it became part of the Republic of Liberia. Honorably, in every capacity, we've served our country. So I just want to make that clarity. Number 2, I will close with this. I think some of our issue with Fatima is that at some point we have to set a standard for our children who are growing up to learn from. We can't continue to exhibit this kind of behavior, and the children watch us saying, "Hey, y'all forgive this person. Hey, y'all do that." The people brought Christianity to Liberia. We've been a Christian country, and as one reverend said, the 2 poorest nations in the whole world are the nation that put Christianity first. That's Liberia and Haiti. And they are the 2 most poverty country in the world. This AI business, y'all forgive them, y'all do this, it's not going to take us anywhere. At some point, we need to stand with the rest of the world and start taking some action, whether it's family member or not, and make things right for ourselves, for our own conscience, and to build our moral entity in that nation. We lack that. We lack a lot of morality and just basic value and respect for the rule of law and respect for people in authority. And we need to gain that back. We need to gain that. We cannot gain that if we continue to allow people to get away with things and say, "Oh, God will take care of them," or "We forgive them," or the person apologize. You can apologize, but that doesn't mean that you would not bear the consequences. Apologize, and then we can think about something else later.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Let's go and Prince Sherry will take us home because he came first. Let's go with Terry. Terry, let's hear from you.
Thank you, Libra. I just want to cite some instances here when you talk about, to put this thing in context, tribalism, right? Because I think that's where you go in, tribalism or nepotism. Tribalism, people show strong loyalty to their own group which can lead to prioritizing the group's interest over the interest of those outside the group. Us versus them mentality. Tribalism can foster an us versus them mindset, leading to potential conflict with other groups and overlooking shared humanity. That who formulated the We Are Shen? Was that Joseph Boga government? That CDC. Eugene Nangwe were on tape saying no unity party will work in the CDC government. All right. When you build a concept that certain people who are loyal to you should be the only one benefiting from your leadership, that is tribalism. Tribalism do not only involve your tribe, the tribe you're from. Tribalism involves loyalty to a group. The Southeast have been loyal to former President Weah from 2005 when it comes to voting rate because they believe he's from their clan, he's from their side. That is why we speak against it, and that is why. So if you say there are 6 tribes on the Southeast, there are also 5 tribes in Lofa. Lofa County got Mandingo. Lofa County got Pele. Lofa County has Kisi. Lofa County has Bandi. Lofa County has Loma. So Lofa County is not just one county sitting down somewhere with just one group of people. No. Just how you have Bele, right?
Bele people.
So just how you have 6 different counties in the Southeast with 5 different tribes. Because in Sino and Grand Coup, they are the same Coup people. The same Coup and Sapo and Maryland people. Other than in our same belt, that just 2 tribes in our same count in 2 different counties. So what are you talking here? Lofa County has 6 different tribes.
More.
So if you take people from local county and you put them to the place, then you say, oh, Sarah Beslow Yanti is from the Southeast. She hold key position in JMB government, and she's not a Lofian. She hold the foreign affairs. Sarah Beslow Yanti, Oxford Twe, is from the Southeast. Guess what? He is the Justice Minister. The Minister of State, former Minister of State, Gillespie, he's not a Lofian. The one that then now Steve Tikwa is not a Lofian. The former finance minister, Burma Kamara, was not a Lofian. He's from Bomi County. The present, the labor minister is not a Lofian. All right. The mines and energy is not a Lofian. So the key position, there's a Mandingo man that is to MPA. Mandingo man is to MPA. So where you come from with all the Tabata, your sedition, you got to wear when you go to Spoon Town, you just cut and paste. They put their told the Tabata there, you take it, you start running with it. We're all analyzing the process. So I came to let you know now that when you build a concept around we are Shem mentality, you have orchestrated a tribalistic point of view that speaks to the issue of them versus us. And that is what the CDC established. And that's what I want to say tonight.
Thank you. Thank you. I think what we're going to do Monday, we're going to have a question. I hope Mr. Sherry will join us on Monday where we'll ask a question as to whether they truly coming back.
Ready fire.
Yeah, that would be the discussion on Monday. That's Mr. Sherry, Prince Sherry, Honorable Prince Sherry. Let's hear from you.
I'm listening to the Reverend. I don't know if he is current with his information. I don't know where Martina Ketingbe is from. I don't know whether he's from Grand Cru or from Grand Bassa. I don't know. The recent lens of Mice Boss. I don't know. That's what I'm saying, whether he is current. But that's not the issue. But here's the issue. We are concerned because Liberia is at the lower pace of a democracy. Look at today what happened. That a child will be raped by a minister of youth and sports in presence of Brian McGill. And as we speak to you, the police will tell us that the machine that they're supposed to use for the scientific testing of the presence of his, DNA sample and etc. is now working. So therefore, they can't go further. So this man is free. And this child is living in that pain. Look at the budget. Let's look at the budget. Quite recently, the GAC did a very, very great work. And the GAC make us to understand that there were millions of United States dollars that went in the thin air that Gafwan could not account for. But today, as we speak, Gafwan is still at that particular place. When our hospitals are in abject darkness, when today hospitals are being used as a prison wall, go to JFK. JFK now get prison. The poor police people all around the place. Nobody can count us out. Women are dead. They ain't coughing people. They say you can't count us out. When today our mothers are giving birth on a sidewalk, you know and I know. Look at what happened right in Nukutan. Redemption Hospital. This lady, she was denied that she cannot enter the hospital. She got to give birth on the sidewalk. Today, let's look at the police brutality in Liberia. Let's look at what happened, the disgrace that happened diplomatically, to see our national emblem being disgraced in Sierra Leone. That Sierra Leone may catch that particular, how you call same calling by a class and a brief, I'm sorry to say, and drag him also.
Is it in dragging? Prince, they didn't drag
he
you
was
also.
dragged. He was dragged. He was literally dragged also. He was literally dragged also. Look at such a national. What have the nation descended to? What have we descended to?
Prince, you got
today, the president of the Republic of Liberia, the president of the Republic of Liberia will endorse lawlessness.
Okay.
That people in his office will insult at other people. And the president will be saying that he will be laughing and will be on phone. Look at what happened with this issue of giving 3 years to Liberia, where we saw the foreign minister of the Republic of Liberia, who represents the president as it relates to foreign policy and etc., dancing in a very, very immoral way, where we saw that there were muff exchanges on that particular Sunday. What have we descended to?
Thank you.
What have we descended to?
Guys, let him live, please.
What have our democracy descended to? Where is our moral?
Let him finish,
to see Madam Sarah Blessed Nyati. The thing is out there. It's not me making it up. The things are out there. Look at what happened to Matthew Moluba. Look at what happened to Matthew Moluba. Matthew Moluba was shot 8 times in his belly. That boy was shot 8 times in his belly. As I speak today, the police is yet to make any report on that.
Thank you.
Where are we?
Mr. Segway, let me deal with that. Mr. Sherry, thank you very much.
Yeah, but man.
Mr. Segway, the Libra is running a show. That why you and Mr. Soul, you want to, I'm not want to run the show. I'm the board chair.
I can call Mr. Saul Jessner.
Say just organize a board, how do you call it, constitute a board investigation. The investigation is coming. Yeah. Since is heading that. But anyway, Mr. Sherry, thank you very much. Moses Sewe, Dr. Toto, Mr. Collins, thank you guys. I have a letter here I'm going to be reading. If you want to stay and listen to me read, that's fine. If you don't want to stay, you can just excuse yourself as well. We'll say good night to any of you who wants to leave. That's fine with me. So let me go ahead and read this. It's very important that I read this letter here. Okay. It said, Mr. Head of State, it has been over by, in fact, let me just call it a year, and then maybe that will give you an idea that you may not want to stay. This is January 10, 1984. So, Mr. Head, it said, Head of State, Mr. Samuel Kanyando, Executive Marshal, Monrovia, Liberia. Mr. Head of State, it has been over 2 months. Okay, I think I read that, but I will just read it again. It has been over 2 months since I left Liberia on a health mission abroad in an attempt to prevent my health from further deteriorating as the gravity of the situation was approaching crisis level. Following my departure, I've had the privilege of attaining adequate treatment and also facilitating seriously on the reflecting seriously adequate treatment. I just jumped over it. Following the departure my departure, I have had the privilege to obtain adequate treatment. Also, reflecting seriously on the realities of the many critical and sometimes controversial situations that are developed daily in our society that threaten the existing of the nation as a people and individual that stand the risk of being destroyed overnight through deception, outright lies, hatred, jealousy, and stupidity. These and many other factors led me to some soul searching and deep thinking about the entire Liberian saga, and I had to make a decision best suited for me. As I recovered from my hospital bed, I had the privilege, thanks to the love of family, friends, and other family member of certain area of government, uh, of receiving newspapers and other intelligence briefing from Liberia that reveal information that was that was a direct threat to my life and existing, facing up to what amount to outright conviction in the newspaper by my adversary with your approval and blessing, of course. I decided to take action. I decided not to become a martyr by staying in the country. After carefully reviewing the track record of the PRC government, a record that I know personally, in its handling of political issues, I concluded that steps had to be taken to safeguard my life and my future. The evidence was clear that my life was in imminent danger. On so many occasions, we discuss the revolution in detail and, disagree on several issues, especially the mechanism for returning to civilian rule. I still remember when you took a decision that person have political ambition for 1985 should resign their position with the government. I met with you on three different occasions during the period involving, and you can't deny this. And I made it clear to you that I have political ambition of my own, but did not uh, did not think that I should resign, and instead that you withdraw the statement. But you refused to do so. And I mean, I knew that the vast differences in our political view will cause imminent problem between us, and I would have to prepare for the worst. I still hold to my argument now that I do not believe I do not before that you return the country to civilian rule in 1985, permit the team of observers from the United Nations to conduct the election. You stated to me that you will be a candidate in 1984, and if this is still true, it is a proper thing to do. There is no question in my mind about my service to the government of the PRC. I serve well and work hard developing programs for the benefit of the country. You, as well as all members of the council, know that that I did what I was told to do and serve in accordance with your will. I had to be doing something right to stay and serve in one position for the period of 3 years. I have I did it for you and the council member. On others, and I have the document to prove that. You know very well that I I did nothing without specific verbal or written instruction from you or a member of the ruling PRC. And now everyone is trying to everyone is trying to play Mr. Clean, which you and I know very well is a lie. I will play not allow No, I will not allow my reputation to be destroyed by you or anyone in order to promote your political ambition to become the president of the Republic of Liberia in 1985. In so many ways, you use me first against the American embassy in the U.S. in the USTC situation, wherein I refuse I refuse to approve an agreement between the USTC and the American embassy that would have allowed them to occupy the premise vacated by USTC. It was done upon your direct order from me to direct order from you, but later you back out and ended up taking all the blame for and ended up I taking all the blame as a scapegoat. Sometimes you have to so often to so many other public officials besides myself. Then we discussed the issue of um, confidential project and other government undertaking for you. Your interest and council member interest. I stress that this thing is so old that the record would show major miscomplication, misuse, abuse of government property by you and the council members, and that someone wanting to expose the mismanagement of the PRC could publish such information. I recommended that. I recommended at that time that an audit be undertaken and that the information be made public to put this matter behind us. You pretended to agree then, but now I know you hate the idea and were determined to cover up the abuse at the agency that were carrying out on your order. You concur with me at the this is two, yeah. You concur with me at the time only to remove me and my top confidential staff. 5 months later, we know the detail and place my adversary at the agency with instruction to destroy the evidence of application, misuse, and abuse places the blame on me. Why else would they what else would the entire top administrative staff be removed and an audit initiated unless there was a deliberate attempt to falsely destroy and create records that did not exist, especially when I had only 6 months earlier officially written to you only to be ignored. The move was malicious and intended to hide the truth about the improper use of government property on your order, along with the order of the other members of the PRC. But thank God I have all the proof in it. Upon this point, I have behaved responsibly as I think an ex-official serving in such sensitive position should. I have kept my mouth shut while newspapers uh, have made me guess as to what happened at the agency over the 3 years. Under my leadership, under my leadership, that the happening. Uh, you and I know what have happened and why. I am not prepared to become the whipping boy just because I feel I fled to save my life. I have not responded to any of the lies in the past. However, having received the following fresh confidential information that number one, the government following Jeffrey Batu's speech sent a core message to the Liberian embassy in Europe advising them to confiscate my diplomatic passport. Two, the government is contemplating requesting the British, and the French government to arrest me and have me extradited to Liberia on embezzlement charges. Three, I was being implicated in the coup plot, which is being tried in Liberia at the moment. Four, you have death squad organized to assassinate me. Even Kuomba Frango and other who are allegedly involved in your coup trial. I have decided as follows. if the information is even close to the truth, I warn that you put an immediate end to all such action and proceeding. If any of the issues, raised here is developed any further to the point of even partial action, I will have no alternative but to fight back by making public to the whole world everything I know about the PRC, about your own activity, financial transaction, and that of every council member, and all the many corrupt action that I know of. I would not want this any more than you would. You know that I never embezzle any money, and also you know that I serve well. Yet you have permitted these lies to perpetuate without stopping them. Why? I am sure that the U.S. government as well as the IMF will be pleased to know what really happened in that country at the National Bank, the Ministry of Finance, and other banking facility abroad. This is not a threat or blackmail as some may suggest. It is what I will do if you do not put a stop to it. I will also do what I can in my capacity to make sure that you are removed forcefully.
Yep.
Believe me, this is not a threat.
Yep.
Charles Genji Taylor.
How did I know that was that letter?
Charles Taylor.
Yep.
So if you would
That's
have
exactly
heard
what I thought.
if you have heard over the years that Charles Taylor was accused of embezzlement and everything else, folks, that's the letter. Now, I want to thank all
letter
of
from?
Mose. You ain't seen nothing yet. You ain't seen nothing yet. This is the beginning. Oh, you are not here the other one I was showing the thing. This is the beginning.
That's the guru, the political guru.
The guru. I will do this every night. Every night I'm on, I will do this. The next on Monday, this is what I'm going to read. You know, before I go through that, Liberia, Moses, to be honest with you, what Prince Sherry, and I'm not trying to butter him up here. And you know, CDC people myself, y'all know we don't get along. But what Prince Sheridan is doing right now, the groundwork they're laying right now, we have to pay close attention to these things. We have to play close. Wars are powerful. Wars are powerful. We cannot dismiss these people. We must really pay attention. And the sad thing is, those who are close to respond, not negatively, not being abusive, and not be condescending, but those who have the power within the government to effectively respond, they're not doing so. Oh, the president, y'all lead the president, they will still get tired.
Exactly.
And that's exactly what I'm going to show you come Monday.
No, let me just say this, Liberal, after making that comment. You know, when that letter went out, the intelligence was circulated, and I think the government, the sitting government, ignored. Just like you see the beginning of this show, when Prince used the word danger, you see, there are certain words, insecurity, when you say it, it raises people's eyebrow, then they start doing some investigation. What does it mean? This is dangerous. What kind of danger? Especially so when he started to talk about the war. And it's prudent that you read that letter. Because in its inception, and we know we were in Liberia after the coup. I was there. I left right after the coup. And some of the things that transpired. When that letter came out in 1984, he was right in Pawtucket, Rhode Island. Samson, you know that.
Mm-hmm.
You know that. He was in Pawtucket, Rhode Island.
Yeah.
And navigating through Boston, between Pawtucket and Boston. And that the intelligence was not equipped enough to start doing some investigation on what that letter intended for. and so they got caught with their pants down.
Yeah, exactly. And, you
When
know
that
what
you see, so
when Sherry makes they are
that's what I
very
need to
good.
be careful. My young
Okay,
brother,
okay, Doc.
be careful.
They are very good. The words they choose to use,
Yes, you know.
these are not by mistake.
No,
These are intellectual. Prince Sherry and the people, they know what they're doing. They know the kinds of word to use that in the future, when anything happens, they say, we say this. Listen to what I said.
you know, and
But
that's what
anyhow, I
that's why
thought
when
I
we say that's why when we say Liberia is very vulnerable, people take it differently. They don't understand what we're talking about. The capacity to protect our country is non-existent, really.
Yeah.
And
So
there's
Monday,
so
I agree with you. I agree with you. Honorable, that Liberia is very vulnerable, especially under this particular leadership,
well,
where
it
you see
was
things
vulnerable
happening. You know,
leadership after
under
the
the
this
war.
show
leadership.
over. The show
Yeah.
over. I beg you. We're not gonna relitigate that.
No,
Okay,
I'm not
guys.
talking about this, but this
All right.
administration.
Okay,
They were
Moses
vulnerable
Segwe.
under your administration too.
Thank you. With the show
More
over.
vulnerable.
Thank you, Moses Segwe. Thank you very much, Terry. Thank you, guys. So Monday, I'm gonna be here Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. I mean Thursday. I will read this thing in. But let me just read those of you that are listening now. Let me just read what I have here. Just not even. I'm just the first paragraph. Okay. It says here. Let me read the title. The Voice of the Revolution. What year was this? March 31st, 1979. March 31st, 1979. Okay. It said, The Voice of the Revolution, a publication of the Progressive Alliance of Liberia. P.O. Box 2539, Monrovia. Price 25 cents at the time. It says here, in in this issue, volume 4, number 4, it said, in this issue, another price increase. China will recommend high price for rice. Power plant mass demonstration. The liberal. Okay, so let me read this one paragraph. It said, another price increase. China will recommend high price for rice. Honorable Florence Chinaway, Minister of Agriculture, has recommended to the national legislature that the price of rice be increased as an incentive to local farmers. She proposed that the price of 100-pound bag of locally produced rice be increased from $22 to $25, an increase of 13.6%. She further suggested that the price of an equal amount of imported parboiled rice be raised from $22 to $30. That is by an increase of 36.4%. Who will benefit? This is where these things, this is where the whole thing comes from. Who will benefit? Let me go in here. The people who will benefit, he said. People that like book, they're not small thing. You know book, you want to play with book, that's it. But I will read that Monday. I want to thank all of you. The progressive when they started beating the drum. And let me say this again, because I was in Monrovia at the time. I was young, but I was fathering. There was no way any kind of thing can leave me behind. This is what I'm gonna say. Liberia would have had civil war a long time ago, I believe, if it wasn't for the football business in Liberia. People like Mama Musa then, some of us when we say that, we thank God we got people like Mama Musa then. They were young, but their participation in the sport business back in the 70s, mid 70s, late 70s, their involvement in the sport business, because on Sunday, when they say I am barrel play, nobody, who you going in the street to do what? You at the stadium. People don't recognize these things, but their contribution to the survival and the peace of Liberia those days, very important as far as I'm concerned. But I want to thank all of you again tonight. Thank you very much for joining the Liberal on this Thursday afternoon. We want to thank you very much. Please tune in tomorrow for Mr. So, where we will be here to be the counterweight of Mr. So. I want to thank all of you that continue to send your condolences to us. We appreciate it, even though we're bereaved. Like I stated earlier, if I wasn't here with Prince Sherry, if I wasn't here with Terry, with Mose, with Dr. Toto, we saw 6 Kotu coming here and couldn't even, and we were laughing. If I can't do this and sit down, my wife is going to work, what would I have been doing? In the corner crying. Because that's my son. And these kinds of things make you to stay alive. And I appreciate this. I appreciate all of you coming out here and even having some conversation with us, typing in here, participating fully. We truly, truly appreciate all of you. You don't know how much you lift our spirit, but you do. Whenever we come out here and people come in here, we come out and start watching. Hundreds of you. Thank you very much. Thank you. We appreciate it. With that, I'll say good night to all of you. And then lastly, I want to say thanks to Mr. So and Mr. Cry for initially thinking about this platform some 18 years ago. I want to thank both of them to even invite me, knowing fully well that I have a big mouth, but it took me in anyway. I appreciate that. Thank you very much, and we'll say good night to all of you. Good night, folks. Don't mind. I am the board chair. I will put a picture of the real board chair myself, picture of one time, but I'm still a board chair. Good night, folks. Thank you very much. Esther, Fatuma, thank you guys very much. We appreciate all of you that have been writing here tonight. Thank you, and we'll say good night to you.
Sazo mega ye blanco guadi so eh kawaka kama mapanyo consider bagum ye botlana ye to dogin se kewe to keiro sugu kuwa ko eresi ao mamen budo keiro sugu Lero mana we ye so resi kewe to keiro sugu kuwa ko eresi ao to keiro sugu Tomorrow no I woke up out of war. My way call your money to one word to get one to come back to you. My way so it's a go. Yaquamonte one who are gonna get me. No so a castle, no black hair money, never walk a mouth. I was saying to her, I want to see why you took the my never really good. So scared of being a forever. I will not come out. Go ahead. Amen. Honey, I'm going to see it ever good. Some yet. Maluo. No gonza sasa ingo mume na zabagu hapaka yute tumetone maka wakori na tage gonga gbebo atene mage yama sawe wapia ya sore oke tumagasi mau kana mui black ya mui yama wa kama ana nera yetu no, no, I want to be there. Honey, I'm tomorrow. I have a see you go to me. When you got to go